All praises to the Most High. Giving all honor and glory. Coming back with another video, fam. I just mentioned this in my recent video by sharing this about me stating a week before that the Israeli is fighting a ghost, and I explained why I said that. But just check out this article here. Well, this is on Facebook. I'm going to share the link also. It says the IDF said we are fighting ghosts. Israeli soldiers are screaming in pain as they invade Gaza. Okay, and I'm just going to stroll down here for the sake of time. Says when the Israeli army was on the Gaza border, suddenly half of the soldiers' legs stopped working. Their legs were deformed and they were lying on the ground and just screaming because they were afraid. And the remaining soldiers were trying to help them. And the Palestinian army destroyed 30 or more than their tanks and armored vehicles. The spokesperson for the Israeli army said that we are fighting ghosts. Okay, and then as it go down a little bit here, there was something else I wanted to. Okay, and it says that far as they don't understand why they can't penetrate Gaza, most of their tanks and most of their guns stopped working. Their soldiers were getting beaten, dragged, and thrown around by some special powerful force that they couldn't understand. So let's check out the video here.
Could angels and jinns be supporting the people of Palestine? Israeli soldiers are testifying to the fact that it seems as if something supernatural is supporting the people of Palestine, and they could not understand where the powerful force is coming from. They could not understand why they have been unable to penetrate Gaza. Most of their tanks, most of their weapons stopped working. Most of the plans they intended to carry out in Gaza failed completely. And their soldiers are getting beat up, getting dragged and thrown around by some personal, special, powerful forces they could not understand. Watch this video to understand it properly.
I just wanted to give everybody a kind of update on the situation here. So I'm in Jordan, so we have kind of quicker and more accurate news coverage, and some news coverage which you guys don't get in America. Before a couple of days, we don't know exactly when, but some of the Yehudi soldiers, they tried to enter Gaza in a ground incursion, and when they were on the border of Gaza, all of a sudden, like half of the soldiers that were trying to enter, their feet just stopped working. Their feet got deformed, and they were laying on the ground and just screaming out of fear. And the remaining soldiers were trying to help them. Another thing, this is now news from yesterday night. Not that long before they cut off the lights, electricity, everything, the Marines, American Marines, tried to enter. The Mujahideen met them in battle, and they won. They pushed them back and captured some of their soldiers. At night, after they cut off internet and everything else, the ground incursions that the Israeli army and American army tried entering Gaza, the Mujahideen again were successful in winning against all the skirmishes against them, and they destroyed 30 or more of their tanks and armored vehicles. And one thing that a spokesperson of the Israeli army, he said that we are fighting ghosts. Subhanallah, Allahu A'lam, which soldiers of Allah that Allah is using to fight against them, that they are feeling like they are fighting ghosts. And just another thing, something that I heard also within the last 4 or 5 days, is that, from the Israeli army, there are some soldiers saying that as the Mujahideen were approaching them and coming closer to them, and they were about to engage in fighting, they felt like a great presence, like a great fear that something great was about to come, like a big number or a very strong force was about to come and fight them. And it turned out, it just appeared that there was only one Mujahid who came and fought them and overwhelmed them. So there's many things that have been happening that, inshallah, shows that the Nasr of Allah is with us. And the Israeli soldiers and the Yahud are really scared. So alhamdulillah, as far as the fighting front goes.
Wow. So there you go. Now, keep in mind, I shared in the previous video that in Congo back in the 1960s, surrounding Simeon Toko, something similar happened like this as well. And the Belgian rule left the land that they, if you look at the what the Belgian rule, King Leopold, what he claimed hold to, this large, humongous area, central Congo, or what you call the DRC at this point, in a large mass of land, they left running because the force came in the same manner. And this is what we need to understand as well, what the Most High is going to do for our people, which, all things point that they're going to try, to do whatever they can possibly do to us. When you read Revelation, the end part of Revelation, where it speaks of that the earth will fight for the people, like protect us, will be used against them. So Father has many ways to do that. But when it speaks of how they're going to come for the chosen, for the people who is actually the true people. And I explain who are these true people. We might think it's a certain sector chiseled out and will be in different little places through the earth, but it's actually the mass majority of people on earth, ones who even closer to the spectrum of the originals. When they speak of the one drop blood rule, when they speak of, anybody that is closer to that, which lines up on that spectrum, you will see what I shared yesterday as well. So just to share this with you all, and just to remember for us to always know that we know of our Creator and know what we should be doing in this timeline, and understand, what we need to understand. All praises to our Creator, all honor and glory, Matanda family, and Geta.